What's going on, Couch fam? For those that don't know me, my name's Hussein the Brain. You're watching The Couch, and this is the best waiver wire video, most extensive waiver wire list for every single position. We ranked them. We got them separated by position. Let's go to the waiver wire pickups for Week 6 fantasy football. By the way, bye weeks have started, so make sure you know that. Make sure you're aware. I know almost no one's going to make this mistake, but some people still do occasionally start a player that's on bye. It's always good to just keep in mind the Falcons, Saints, Jets, and Niners are the 4 teams on bye this week's. Bye weeks have started, and we're also looking a little bit more at weather now that it's October. It's going to be November, and we're really looking at the winds and whatnot. Nothing crazy weather-wise this week that I've seen. But it's definitely time to start looking at the weather and bye weeks. For quarterback, my number one quarterback to add this week is Taylor Heinicke. Not like some, every single quarterback that goes against the Chiefs absolutely goes off. And I had someone filed a minor complaint in my rankings video for Week 5. Why'd you rank Taylor Heinicke so low? I'm a fan. I like Taylor Heinicke. Maybe he might even take over the job for Fitzpatrick. If not this year, probably next year. And I like him, but last week just wasn't the best matchup, wasn't the best situation. This week, going against the Chiefs, oh boy, look for him to go off. Like I said, the Chiefs allow the most points to quarterbacks. Every single quarterback goes off. The game script's always perfect because you got the Chiefs, one of the best offenses and one of the worst defenses in the league. Just makes for great quarterback fantasy performances. But you guys already knew that. On top of that, Taylor Heinicke faces the Packers Week 7. If Jair Alexander is out again, which I think he will be, boom, that's another great matchup for Heinicke. And I don't think Fitzpatrick's coming back Week 7. No, that's way too early. After that, there's really not a lot of quarterbacks to add. Like, the difference between number 2 and number 10 is very minimal, so we'll just go through them really fast. We got Sam Darnold going against the Vikings. Jameis Winston is on bye this week, but when your other quarterbacks are on bye, like Tom Brady, for instance, a very popular quarterback, he's going to be on bye pretty soon here. Some other quarterbacks are on bye. Well, actually, Tom Brady is actually in a while, but there's a lot of quarterbacks that might be on bye really soon. And during those times, Week 7, Winston's going against Seattle, then the Bucks, then the Falcons, then the Titans, then the Eagles. All are incredible matchups. And I ranked Winston so high because he is on bye. So yeah, that's not, why would you rank a guy on bye that high? Because I'm kind of swinging for the fences here. If you're looking to add a quarterback, I really don't want like a QB 24, a QB 25. I'm looking to maybe get a top 10 quarterback, a guy that I'm going to start and help me win. And I think Winston has that upside. Ryan Tannehill, not an ideal start this week. I think he'll actually be good, but not great. But Week 7, going against the Chiefs, so keep that in mind. Then we got Trevor Lawrence going against the Dolphins, Big Ben going against Seattle. Geno Smith's going to be starting for the next few weeks. Not really an ideal add for one QB leagues, except if you want to stash him on the bench. But in dual quarterback leagues, he could be he's basically a must add if you're in super flex. Then we got Tua. Could be coming back this week against the Jags game in London. If not, it's Jacoby Brissett. Still a good matchup against the Jags. Then we got Carson Wentz. Good matchup against the Texans. And some good matchups after that as well. Teddy B, Mac Jones, Baker Mayfield, Justin Fields, Jared Goff. Then we got Mike Glennon. If you're in an extremely weird deep league or you're in a super flex league, Mike Glennon's going to get picked up. For running backs, the number 1 guy and number 2 guy, I honestly don't know how to separate Darrell Williams and Devontae Booker. They're both about even. I guess I'm giving the edge to Darrell Williams because they have a better quarterback. Daniel Jones might be out. A lot of injuries, a lot of unlucky things, a lot of woes for the Giants right now. A lot of woes for the Chiefs as well. in real life. They've been losing, but in terms of fantasy, we like the Chiefs. The offense is still really hot. And, they got Mahomes while the Giants might have Mike Glennon throwing the ball not good. And also Clyde Edwards-Helaire. He's gonna miss multiple weeks. He's on IR. So Darrell Williams, I'm gonna give the edge to him. Devontae Booker is number 2. Saquon Barkley. Initial reports said Barkley's going to be out 2 to 4 weeks. Low ankle sprain. Looks like a bad one, but still low ankle is overall good news. High ankle would mean he's pretty much done for the season, or might as well will be. He might come back for fantasy playoffs or something, and wouldn't be 100%. But it's low ankle sprain, extreme swelling. He's going to definitely miss 1 week. But we'll see after that. Saquon is a superhuman, and he might return earlier. Now, one of my sleepers this year is A.J. Dillon, and I know he's not crushing it or anything like that. But anytime you find a running back after round 5, round 6 in fantasy drafts, that's a huge bonus. It's actually really difficult to get that, except if it's a handcuff and it's due to injury. So Tony Pollard was a great example, but he was going ahead of A.J. Dillon. And look at A.J. Dillon averaging 6 touches per game the first 3 weeks of this season, but the last 2 weeks averaging 14 touches per game. And just looking at the game, watching the game, seems to be kind of matchup proof, right? Aaron Jones is healthy. Game script proof. Doesn't really matter. We've seen A.J. Dillon get a couple targets here and there. Still, 14 touches. That's very, very significant. That's tough to find for a backup. So definitely a must add, because he was dropped in a couple leagues. He's probably rostered in about 60 to 70% of leagues. So not really eligible to make most waiver lists, but hey, I keep it extensive, because for those of you that are in 10-team leagues, A.J. Dillon might be out there on the waivers. Then we got Sony Michel, kind of a messy situation. Alex Collins, I expect Chris Carson to miss some time, but realistically, he could miss 0 weeks. He could miss 6 weeks. We don't know, but this neck injury is significant. I don't think Chris Carson's injury prone, and I think he's going to miss some time. So Alex Collins, we saw, was the workhorse. Didn't quite work out like we thought, but he got around 17 touches, I believe. That's workhorse caliber for a Seahawks running back. It just didn't result in a lot of fantasy points. They did have a tough matchup. Not like this matchup's much better against the Steelers, but whatever. Go try to find a better running back, right? We got Khalil Herbert, who was almost a 50-50 split between Herbert and Damian Williams. Not what we wanted when we blew our load, when we spent all our FAB on Damian Williams. But, hey, that could have been more game script situation. So we'll see what the split will be still. I always liked Khalil Herbert as a sleeper rookie. Now he's getting his chance. It's pretty cool that you can get Khalil Herbert for free when you'd have to pretty much spend all your FAB to get Damian Williams. We got Gio Bernard. Michael Carter is on bye, but is slowly taking over this backfield. On a negative note, with Michael Carter, the Jets suck really bad, so they need to get their O-line healthy, and Zach Wilson needs to stop sucking, and then maybe Michael Carter will be better. This bye week could do wonders. Ramondre Stevenson is starting to actually play. That's really good. Could be unleashed. This could be a super sleeper, guys. You may be able to trade absolutely nothing to get him. You may be able to get him for $0 FAB. I love these type. This is like my Jameis Winston on the quarterback list. This is the type of high upside running back that if you're desperate need of a running back or looking for an RB stash, Ramondre Stevenson, Ramador Steve is the one. I'm telling you, he could be as high as number 4 on this list, number 5. You know how Patriot running backs go, guys. Usually it takes a year for the next guy to step up and be the gem, but yeah, you never know with these Patriots. And it's not like Damian Harris is fully healthy. Yeah, I expect him to play, but he's not fully healthy. Then we got Kenny Gainwell, Brandon Bolden, who's kind of take over the He's like a slow, bulky James White. We got Jerick McKinnon, number 2 running back for the Chiefs, and we got Chris Evans on the Bengals, number 3 running back. And we could rank him higher if Pirine and or Mixon miss any time. For wide receivers, don't have a lot of them because I'm trying to give you guys that are just going to help you win. Kadarius Toney's obviously the number 1 guy to add. He looked phenomenal this past week. I'm just amazed. Wow, this guy looked great. Urban Meyer's trending upwards because he said he would have liked to drive Kadarius Toney. Got a lot of flack for that. That would have been great. You got Laviska Shenault and then like a more explosive Laviska Shenault on the other side. That would have been a crazy offense. And he also got into a fight. He does have a minor injury. We shouldn't keep him out or anything, but we'll see what the league disciplines him if they do on that. It's pretty bad. He's a hothead. He's kind of feisty. But I don't know. I'd rather have a player who's scrappy like that. Just don't throw any more punches at players wearing helmets, Tony. With the Cardinals, everyone's gonna say Rondale Moore is the pickup this week out of all the Cardinals wide receivers, and so am I. But I'm going to be just a disclaimer. The Cardinals, just like some other teams out there, they really don't care about your fantasy team. They're not going to just go to the guy, right? Like Calvin Ridley, like he's getting the targets there in Atlanta, right? Devontae Adams, he's the guy getting the targets in Green Bay. With the Cardinals, they just don't give a crap. They don't. Now, Max Williams is injured. I do like Rondale Moore the most. Super talented. I'm just a huge fan, but it's not like Christian Kirk is garbage and AJ Green's like totally gone. Like these guys are still in the mix, and it's just all going to depend on that week, the play call, the matchups, wherever Kyler wants to scramble. Like they're going to go to different wide receivers every week, and that's what makes this offense so good. It's not like the defense is like, hey, other than Hopkins, we got to watch this guy. There's no guy to watch, right? You have to account for all 4 of these receivers. And Chase Edmonds is a receiver as well. And now James Conner's not looking like trash this year either. He's looking pretty good. So you got to account for all these weapons, except maybe Max Williams now that he's hurt and might miss time. Also have Marquez Callaway. He is on bye, but he is the receiver for the Saints. Let's see when and if Michael Thomas comes back. We got Hunter Renfrow, Van Jefferson, Amon-Ra St. Brown of the Lions. Rashad Bateman should be coming back really soon. I do expect a week 6 debut, but we'll see. And then we got Josh Gordon of the Chiefs, just because I basically have to put him on this list. Tight ends to add, and you should be so thankful we have real tight ends, okay? Sometimes we have no tight ends to pick up. Tight ends is the most scarce position. A good one, a good starting tight end is very scarce. All right, so we got Hunter Henry, who's the receiving tight end for the Patriots. I love when as I'm saying that, I just see Jonnu Smith going off next week. Like, it's still the Patriots, but as of now, I like Hunter Henry. And I would rank Zach Ertz number 1, but this is more of a temporary situation. We know that Goddard is on the special reserve list, and he'd have to test negative 2 times, I believe, to play Thursday night. And it's looking like that's going to be near impossible, or at least highly unlikely. So expect Goddard to miss week 6. Expect Zach Ertz to be the number 1 tight end for the Eagles, and I do like it. We got Evan Ingram, and yeah, he is overrated. He's not super talented. He's not great. But as of right now, if Danny Dimes is playing, he's going to get a lot of targets. Galladay's hurt. Don't know if Shepard's coming back. Don't know if Slayton's coming back. Don't know what's up with Kadarius Toney. And Saquon's out. So there's a lot of question marks for the Giants, but still Evan Ingram's a good pickup. And I guess I could have Ricky Seals-Jones could actually be number 3 on this list. Incredible add temporarily while Logan Thomas is out. Don't know how long Logan Thomas is going to be out, but it's definitely going to be multiple weeks. He's on IR. So Yeah, we really could. Let's just do, let's move it up, right? Life is short. We need wins now. We can't wait on Evan Ingram. I could have probably left it if we knew what's up with Danny Dimes, but that guy suffered a pretty bad concussion. So we did it there. Ricky Seals-Jones, number 3. Evan Ingram, number 4. Tommy Tremble's number 5. Number 6, we got David Njoku. 7 targets, 7 receptions, 150 yards and a touchdown. Oh, boy, did he go off against the Chargers. And you know what? During that game, Austin Hooper didn't do much at all. That's something to note. Let's see what happens after this week. But David Njoku breakout game. That's really good to see for him. Dan Arnold, 8 targets this past game. Then we got at number 8, Cole Kmet. Number 9, Mo Alley Cox. Number 10, Tyler Conklin. And number 11, Ross Dwelly, who is on bye, but will be starting the following week, week 7, as Kittle is going to miss at least 3 games. I expect him to miss only 3, but we'll see if he misses any more than that. Lots of great defenses to stream this week. We got the Colts D going against the Texans. I've already stashed the Colts D, by the way. I'm going with 2 defenses. These defenses are too juicy to pass up. We got the Rams D, who I know is rostered in 90% of leagues, but just want to put them out there in case they're not. They're going against the Giants, and if Danny Dimes is out, I'm probably going to be missing about 3 or 4 starters on offense for the Giants, maybe even more. So that Rams D is absolutely just going to the moon with this matchup here. Then we got the Dolphins D going against the Jags. And look, I know it's not that sexy. It's more of a gut feeling. Dolphins D's not been playing that well this year. But with matchups like this, anything can happen, right? We're just looking for that one big mistake from the Jags. We got essentially a rookie coach, rookie quarterback, weird team that's been making a lot of mistakes. They only look good against the absolute worst defenses. And look, man, I think the Dolphins D is top 25. I don't think they're that bad. I still have some faith in them. But this week, this matchup, it's too good to pass up. Bills D, not the best matchup this week. And then they have a bye week. Okay, I get that. But they're that good. They're super elite. Basically the best defense, I think. They put up points every week, and that's basically backed up by what we saw against the Chiefs. They absolutely went off. And this is an elite team, guys. This is a Super Bowl ready team. They have all the pieces. They got a ton of depth. They're using the tight end and running back now. Their defense is, I see no holes in this defense. It looks great all around. It's just, I don't know how to beat this team right now. They're hot. They're hot. They're on fire. I think they're the best team. You could say the Cardinals for sure with their record, but I'm really liking what I see out of the Bills. Anyway, they're worth a stash. They're worth picking up. That's why I have them so high. Not the ideal start this week, but if you somehow have only their defense, I'd still feel comfortable starting them. They're that good. Then we have the Bucks going against the Eagles, Broncos D going against the Raiders, Cowboys D going against the Patriots, Cardinals D, not the ideal start week 6, but week 7 they're going against the Texans. Stash them now. Packers D going against the Bears. Now we're getting to deep league territory here, fellas. Bengals D going against the Lions. Steelers D going against Seattle. And then that, low scoring game, we got the Seahawks D. Panthers D, more of a long-term hold. Stephon Gilmore should be coming back. Let's go. Let's see what this defense can do. They've been playing great this year. I'm very excited for them. Definitely worth a stash even if you're not starting them this week. And we got the Raiders D going against the Broncos. Could be a low-scoring game. For kickers, oh man, I got some fire kickers for you guys. And let's start off by talking about this Green Bay Packers Bengals game. Lots of missed field goals. That was insane. Was that game record breaking for the missed field goals and whatnot? That was nuts. I still have a lot of faith in McPherson and Crosby. And we've seen Crosby play in the league for years. And McPherson is a rookie, so we don't know about him. He's been missing a little bit lately, but this is just how much I like that guy. Just so much upside that I would definitely feel comfortable starting him. I have McPherson. I think I started him in one league. So I think I have him in one league, possibly two. Actually, I have him in two leagues. I'm going to hold and start him again this week. Okay, so he's ranked number 6. So a little bit lower maybe because of the misses, but I still have faith in him. Do not drop him. Don't panic. Start him again. Don't worry, guys. It's going to be a great matchup for him. He's going to do just fine. I have faith in him. So don't panic. Don't drop him. Going in against the Lions in a dome. This is good news for McPherson. Anyway, at number 1, we got Tyler Bass. Just like the defense, the Bills D. Tyler Bass is amazing. Like, I'll start him against any freaking team. I don't care. Then we got Brandon McManus going against the Raiders. Very little difference, actually, between these top, 6 guys. Like, really, Tyler Bass, Evan McPherson. I don't see that big of a difference, honestly, between them. Anyway, number 2, I said Brandon McManus. Number 3, Ryan Suckup. Good game script for the Eagles. They should have a league. Should settle for a lot of field goals and have plenty of opportunities to kick extra points and or field goals. Jason Sanders going against the Jags. Matt Gay going against the Giants. Rams should have a commanding lead this game. Rookie kicker Evan McPherson of the Bengals going against the Lions. Then at number 7, we got Greg Zuerlein. 8, Matt Prater. 9, Mason Crosby. 10, Rodrigo Blankenship, who was going to be my number 1 kicker and has great matchups, but he could have a hip injury. Keep that in mind. I don't know what's going on there. Sad news, because I would have loved to have him for this week and the next 3-4 weeks. I would have started him, and I think he would have put up elite top 3, top 5 numbers, but now he might be hurt, so keep tabs on that. And number 11, we have Chris Boswell, kicker for the Steelers. With Russell Wilson out, Steelers could have a little bit of a lead that game. Well, there you have it, folks. Make sure you subscribe to this YouTube channel. Subscribe to our second YouTube channel. We have a second YouTube channel. Please subscribe to that as well. That's Fantasy Couch Podcast YouTube channel. We go live every Thursday night. It's a lot of fun. We answer your questions on there. It's just a great, different channel, different vibe. So make sure you subscribe to that second YouTube channel. Show your support by hitting that thumbs up, and I read every single YouTube comment. So drop your fantasy questions down below in the comments. I read them all and get back to as many as I can, like 99% of them. Go get that win this week, guys.